In this video, I'm going to show you why copying your competitors' pricing is destroying your cash flow and what profit margins you actually need to survive. Now, most apparel brand founders are completely guessing when it comes to their pricing and when it comes to their profit margins. They're looking at competitors, seeing that they priced a hoodie for $60 on their website, so we should probably match it, right? We assume that the math will work itself out. Or maybe you read an outdated article and you find out that 40 to 50% profit margin is actually really good, not realizing that the old school traditional way of calculating profit margins was only based on wholesale pricing, not direct to consumer. If you are a direct-to-consumer or DTC brand doing 40% margins today, you will go out of business. It is mathematically impossible to cover all of your fees, all of your expenses, and your salary on a 40% profit margin. So let me show you what this actually looks like. I was recently working with a founder who was doing $150,000 in annual revenue. On paper, it looked like she was growing, but because she was guessing on her pricing, when we finally calculated it out, we found out that she was operating on a 28% margin. She didn't realize that every time she ran $2,000 to her next ad campaign, that 28% margin wasn't even close to covering her acquisition costs for a new customer. She was actually losing money every time a new person came and shopped at her store. So in order to keep the lights on and keep things moving forward, she started to take on some high interest loans and some credit card debt. She was trapped in what I like to call the debt spiral because she wasn't aware that that 28% profit margin was bad, and she didn't even know what that number was. She didn't even know it existed. So what is the right number? If you are a direct-to-consumer brand, meaning that you sell from your own website or from your own brick-and-mortar store, your goal is to hit a 65 to 75% profit margin. And that might sound really high, but once you break down the money that you need for marketing, for ads, to pay your team, to pay yourself, to buy that next purchase order, that 65 to 75% profit margin ends up being crucial for your company. If you are running under these profit margin goals, you have no room to run discounts, to increase your ad spend, or even more importantly, you cannot afford to make a single mistake with your production runs. Now, if you haven't downloaded yet my free line planning worksheet template, I want you to click the link in the video description and get it right now. I want you to calculate out if you are hitting margins between 65 and 75% for your apparel brand. The other major reason we want you to be in that 65 to 75% range when you are selling direct to your consumer is because we want you to have the opportunity to expand into wholesale opportunities if and when the time comes for your brand. Wholesale is a great way to get new eyeballs, new visibility on your brand. Imagine your brand having a rack at a Macy's department store where thousands of people are going to walk by and see your logo. Not only are you going to get the opportunity to have more people buying and wearing your clothes in those instances, but you're also now going to have your label living inside their home, something that they put on every single week or every single month. If they love your garment, there is a good chance that they are going to come to your website or to your shop and shop with you as a direct-to-consumer customer. Now your lifetime value of that customer has more than doubled. And if your profit margins aren't healthy enough to support growth into wholesale and those types of visibility opportunities down the road, you will find yourself in more financial trouble than you likely are today. But I also want you to know that even if your margins look good on paper, there are 3 massive lies that founders believe about profitability that can wipe out your great margins overnight. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through what these 3 lies are and teach you how to spot them inside your own company so that you can keep your apparel brand from being broke.